All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We got two Jasons in the room. I'm not sure if that's the same person or if there's two separate Jasons in here, but welcome, welcome. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So obviously what we're going to be covering today, how to automate your sales and your marketing to 10x your business without having to be techie, right? Without having to be techie. So here's some of the things we're going to be covering, all right? How to create Facebook Messenger bot that will do all of the sales and marketing for you without needing to be techie or computer savvy. Okay, how to take full control of your income by having a lead machine that can be turned on or off at any given time. How cool do you guys think it would be if you wanted to have 20 leads tomorrow, you could push a button and have 20 leads tomorrow? Okay, that's what we're talking about today, is building a machine that can do that. And you guys are already a little bit familiar with some of this stuff because you've been through my ad, probably the one where I'm on a skateboard talking about whatever the hell, right? So here's the deal. Stay to the very end of the webinar, and I'm going to show you some very, very cool stuff, how you can advertise to thousands of super targeted prospects for free without having to do any extra work and not pay a penny. Who thinks it would be pretty cool to be able to do that? That is the special bonus. You got to stick around to the very end to catch that little golden nugget, all right? So here's what it all comes down to, guys. Real marketing versus crap. Now, I talk to business owners every single day, and very, 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 very few people that I talk to are familiar with actual marketing, with actual branding. However, just about every single person that I talk to is very, very, very familiar with crap, okay? So you've probably seen some of these things. We'll talk about a few examples. We've all spent money on crap, right? If you've tried Home Advisor, Service Magic, Thumbtack, Angie's List, Yelp, Facebook, boosting a post, right? Boosting a post. If you have a Facebook page, you got your pictures and your videos, you can do what's called boosting a post. If any of you guys have tried that, you probably already know it doesn't do anything. You don't get a whole lot of customers. Why? Because it's crap, okay? It's because it's crap, that's why. Phone book, please just know. Every once in a while I'll talk to somebody who's still using the phone book. God forbid, please just don't use the phone book. It's going to cost you a couple $1,000s and you're going to get 0 leads, okay? Don't do it. And then you have to be careful of what I refer to as these we-do-it-all web designers, right? Where they say, oh yeah, we're going to do your, we're going to build you this website and we're going to do your SEO and we're going to boost your rankings and we're going to do this, we're going to do that, okay? That's what I refer to as these jack of all trades, master of none. Okay, they might build you a website. Your website might look cool. You know, your website might look all right, might look nice, but are you actually getting any customers from it? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, you have to be careful of the we do it all guys, right? So just about everybody's familiar with crap, and I'm going to show you some real marketing. Okay, there's a big, big difference. All right, so I'm going to be quick about the intro, guys, because I know you don't really care who I am, but at the same time, I think it's important to give you some context so that you know that I actually know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to marketing. Guys, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I don't know, I don't know everything about everything, but the one thing that I do know a lot about is marketing. You guys are probably smarter than I am in every single area, but when it comes to marketing, that is my game. That is what I'm very, very good at. I'm very familiar with it, and I understand just about every angle that you can think of. So with me, it's very simple, guys. What you see is what you get. I don't wear fancy suits. I don't sell overhyped bullshit. I don't sell a bunch of crap. Okay, and that's one of the biggest annoyances to me in the marketing world is when you see these guys, they dress up in a fancy suit and they go out and rent a Lamborghini and they're talking about, oh, this, magical thing is going to turn you into a millionaire next week and you got to spend, $1 bazillion and blah, 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 and all this stuff. Guys, so that's probably one of the biggest annoyances to me because my industry is the same as yours, okay? My industry is the exact same as any other industry, right? If we talk about the home improvement industry, you guys, I'm sure you run into these people all the time. There's many, many contractors, many home improvement businesses out there who are scammers. Now, me, as a regular person, I would not be able to tell the difference. If a guy comes to me and says, this is how you remodel the kitchen, and here's how it works, and here's all, it's going to cost this much money up front, that's not my world. I don't know what's legit and what's not, so I'm just going to believe whatever he says. How do I know if I'm talking to someone who's legit and who's not? And it's the same with marketing, guys. You guys talk to all kinds of advertising agencies and marketing guys, and they do this and they do that. But as just a normal business, you're just out there, you know, running your estimates and doing your stuff. And it's very, very hard to tell the difference of who's legit and who's not when it comes to advertising, okay? Why is this good for you? Okay, I spent an ungodly amount of money on just about every kind of advertising that you can imagine. I know it works. I know what doesn't work. And when it comes to marketing, I can tell you exactly how to do things the right way the first time. Because the most expensive thing you can do is try a bunch of stuff that where you're just, you know, you're trying this, you're trying that, it costs a bunch of money, costs a bunch of time, and then you end up wasting thousands and thousands of dollars, okay? So at this point, I've worked with clients that are doing well over $10 million a year, along with clients that are, you know, they're just getting started, or they're doing a couple $100,000 or whatever the case may be, right? Now, the cool thing about that is that it puts me in a very unique position where I can see exactly what all of the millionaires are doing right. Everybody who's doing $10 million plus per year, I can see exactly what they're doing. I can see how they're doing it. I can see what's working and why it works. Okay, on the other hand, I can also see what everyone else is doing wrong. I can see why they're struggling, what they're doing, what the problem is. Okay, there's a very, very, very consistent pattern. I'm going to show you this right now. All right. Okay. All right, so everyone can hear me, right? You can see my screen. Everyone says, okay, Jason, yes, cool. Jonathan, cool, cool, cool. All right. Good deal. All right, so I'm going to show you this stuff right now. Here's, guys, so here's the characteristics of every business that I talk to that's doing $10 million plus. Here's the typical evolution of their business. Here's typically how it pans out, right? They started their business, and you know, they started getting some business through word of mouth, and they started getting some jobs, and say, okay, well, this is pretty cool, but we want to grow. So what happens? They try some advertising. They did some kind of advertising. Maybe they tried Home Advisor, right? Home Advisor's crap, doesn't work. They lost thousands. Okay, so now they want to say, oh, all right, let's try something else. Maybe they tried Yelp this time. Yelp's bullshit, it's crap, doesn't work. They lost money, lost thousands. They say, okay, let's try something new. Lost thousands. Okay, try something new. Lost thousands. And then finally, after trying all these things, they tried something new. Maybe this time they actually found a legitimate expert who specializes in, you know, Google AdWords or whatever the case may be, and they found something that works. And the thing is, guys, when you're doing things that don't work, obviously you're not going to keep paying for that. But when you find something that works, you're going to do it bigger, you're going to do it better. So ultimately, your losses are worth thousands, but your wins are worth millions. Okay, that's the difference. So they say, okay, we're making $3 million now, but let's do 10, right? They try something new, lose thousands. They try something new, lose thousands. And then maybe they find somebody who's an expert in Instagram influencer marketing, okay? Now all of a sudden they're doing $10 million a year, right? Because out of all this crap and bullshit that they tried, they found two things that actually work that's worth millions of dollars. Okay. Now, on the other hand, here's what every single business that I talk to that's doing less than $1 million. Every single business that I talk to doing less than $1 million, here's how it goes. They start their business. They start getting some business through word of mouth. Things are going good. They say, okay, cool. Let's grow a little bit. Let's try some advertising, right? Boom. They try something new. It's Home Advisor crap. Doesn't work. Okay. They tried something new. Lost thousands. Tried something new. Lost thousands. Then what happens? You say, fuck that. Advertising is a scam. I'm never doing anything ever again. Anything that ever costs money is a scam. It's all bullshit, and I'm going to do word of mouth for the rest of my life because that's the only thing that ever works. Okay? That, make no mistake, guys, that is the biggest and fastest way to keep yourself stuck and keep yourself limited for the rest of your life. Okay? It's no surprise and it's no secret that 98% of the stuff out there is bullshit and garbage. But if you let that stop you from trying things, then you're never going to find the little gold nuggets. You're never going to find the things that actually work. And those are the things that's worth millions of dollars to your business. Okay? So make no mistake, what I'm showing you here today is that gold nugget. This is your one opportunity. See, rich people are willing to lose in order to win. Skeptics always stay broke. That's just a fact. Skeptics always stay broke because they say, okay, fuck that. That's probably a scam. Now I'm not going to try. I'm not going to listen. I'm going to be closed-minded to every single thing. Scam. Okay. I'm just going to stick with my word of mouth and make $200,000 a year for the rest of forever. Okay. Big difference there. It's that simple. That's the difference between guys that are doing 10 million and guys that are doing 100,000. Okay. So again, this is your chance to take advantage of the golden nugget. I'm showing you something that's real, but obviously the only way that it's going to work is if you actually take it seriously and you actually implement it. Okay. All right. So moving on, assumptions that are costing you millions. Assumption number one, Facebook doesn't work for my business. Okay. I hear this one a lot. I hear this one all the time. What's up, Bob? How's it going? Bob, go ahead and Bob, do me a favor. Write a yes in the chat if you can hear me, if you can see the screen. All right. So, all right. So, assumptions that are costing millions. Facebook doesn't work for my business, right? I hear this all the time, and that's a bunch of nonsense. Okay. In reality, the fact is that Facebook advertising done the right way. That is the key word right there. Done the right way will work in any business and give you a huge competitive advantage over any of your competitors. Okay, give you a huge advantage. If you have this assumption right here, Facebook doesn't work for my business, I can tell you right now what that means is that you have a Facebook page, you tried boosting a post, you lost money, it didn't work, so you said, okay, Facebook doesn't work. Nope, what that actually means is that you don't know what the hell you're doing. Okay, that's the fact, right? That's the fact. Assumption number two, word of mouth is the best way to grow my business. Now, the reality is that although I have no problem with word of mouth is great, the leads are good, all that's great, but it's not the best way to grow a business. It's a good way to survive, right? It's a good way to put food on the table. It's a good way to get your employees paid. It's a good way to kind of grind it out. But is it really a good way to grow a business? No, absolutely not. Okay. Assumption number three, I can't advertise online because I'm not techie, right? I hear this one a lot. Okay, I'm not techie. Now, that would have been true 5 years ago. 5 years ago, it was incredibly difficult to build, comprehensive digital marketing campaigns. Guess what? That's not the case anymore. There's a ton of applications that make digital marketing very, very simple. You can even do it completely hands-off. Not even have to touch a computer. A lot of you guys are looking, I can barely send an email. I can't do this stuff. All right. I'm going to break that belief here today. All right. So let's talk about Facebook. Okay. Can it work for your business, and what is the ROI? Now, like just about every single thing in life, there is a basic way of doing things and there's an advanced way of doing things. Now, for anybody out there who's tried the basic way, again, this is when you're boosting a post. Now, I'm going to tell you why boosting a post doesn't work. Okay, when you have a Facebook page, you got your pictures and your videos, you give Facebook, say for example, you give Facebook $100. What's going to happen is they're going to take that $100 and 99 of those dollars are going to be spent putting your advertisement in front of people who absolutely do not give a shit about what you're selling. Okay, one of those dollars might be spent putting your advertisement in front of somebody who actually cares. One of the dollars, so it doesn't take a genius to figure out that if 99% of your advertising budget is being spent putting your ad in front of people that don't care, you're probably not going to get a very good result, right? So make no mistake, that is the fast track to lose money. Right? Now, the difference when you're doing things on a more advanced level, this is optimized targeting, right? You guys are familiar with this. You saw my advertisement. Okay, that advertisement was focused specifically on businesses who are in the home improvement industry. Okay, guess what would have happened if I gave Facebook a bunch of money? I said, hey, Facebook, put this advertisement in front of everybody. What happens if they put that advertisement in front of stay-at-home mothers who specialize in knitting socks? Okay, probably not going to get a whole lot of action of that. So if you're giving money to Facebook, you want to make sure that money is being spent putting your advertisement in front of people who actually give a shit about what you're selling, right? If you're selling kitchens, if you're doing painting, okay, and just so you guys know, Jason, Bob, Jonathan, Jerry, if you guys drop in the type of business that you're in, if you're an exterior remodel and you're doing windows, or your interior remodel, you're doing kitchens and bathrooms and basements, or maybe you're a painter, or maybe, put in what it is that you specialize in, and that way I can tell you exactly how this would work for your particular business. All right, drop it in the chat. I think Bob, with the exception of Bob, you're doing video marketing and stuff like that. So again, the concepts apply to you as well, but most of this is going to be geared towards home improvement, right? So anyway, number one, we want to make sure that we're targeting the right audience. Okay. Number two, we want to make sure we have automated follow-up. You guys are familiar with this. You've talked to my bot, right? You commented on my advertisement, and then my bot pops in and says, hey, do you have a home improvement business? Check this out, check that out. All right, sign up for my webinar. Guess how much work it took for me to do that, guys? I would do this completely hands-off, nothing. The bot does all the work. Okay, the bot does all the work. Now, if you imagine your scenario, if you're selling kitchen remodels and you have an advertisement talking about kitchens going to stay-at-home mothers who are looking to have their kitchen remodeled, they click on the ad, the bot pops open and says, hey, I understand you're looking for a kitchen. What's your budget? What type of countertops are you looking for? What's this? What's that? So by the time the person actually gets through that process, you know they have the money and you know they're legitimately interested in what you have to offer, and all you have to do is go out and give that person an estimate and close the deal. Okay, the bot does all the work for you, right? Pretty cool. So make no mistake, if you do it on this side of things, if you do it on the advanced level, that is the fast track to big money. Big differences between basic and advanced, right? So what is the ROI? This is something that I hear from people. What's the ROI of Facebook, right? So I'm going to go ahead and some of you guys may have seen this video. If you have, then it's just going to be a little refresher. For those of you that haven't seen this video, this will give you some context about the ROI of Facebook, okay? I'm just going to play through it real quick.
So people always ask, Scotty, what is the ROI of Facebook advertising? Certainly a reasonable question. Recently, I was watching a keynote by a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk, which, just so you have some context, Gary Vaynerchuk is basically a serial entrepreneur who does well over $100 million a year. He helps businesses with their branding and advertising and stuff like that. And he touched on this subject of Facebook ROI, and the way that he answers this question, I think, sums it up perfectly. So I'll let you hear it from the man himself.
That underlining understanding in hindsight is what drives me this morning to suffocate anybody's excuses in this room to why Facebook, to why Instagram doesn't work. Or for the people here, actually watch this. How many people here have run Facebook ads and it didn't, for say, work as well as you wanted, which I'm sure is for a lot? Raise your hands. Actually, raise them high, please. I want to see this. So I think this is what's super important. There's an enormous percentage of people here who've already done what I'm spitting as the thing you need to be doing. But I want to make sure that 20% of this room that just raised their hand understood that there are so many variables that go into something not being successful. Most of all, the biggest variable is you probably did not do a good job executing the campaign. At the end of the day, when you think about the ROI of something, the ROI of anything is always far greater for the people that are good at it versus bad at it. The ROI of a piano, for me, is zero. The ROI of a piano for Elton John is over $1 billion. So to me, the concern I have is that we're sitting right now in this prime era where everybody in this room, and I mean everybody, government employees down to entrepreneurs selling a tie on the internet, all have unbelievable white space in this medium, and I believe that there's a gross misunderstanding. And I challenge and predict that everybody in this room that doesn't run a hefty amount of Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and Instagram influencer campaigns during this next 24 to 36 months will look back at this speech and this era with the same regret that I have through my body to what I did from 2001 to 2004, which is you may win and do quite well, but please don't misunderstand it. You've left an enormous opportunity on the table.
So the punchline is this: people live on social media, and Facebook ads done properly can make you millions of dollars. If you've tried Facebook ads and then made the assumption that it doesn't work for your business, that's pretty much the same as me picking up a hammer, trying to remodel my kitchen, and then saying the hammer doesn't work because in reality, I just don't know how to use it properly. So anyway.
All right, so that is Gary Vaynerchuk. If you guys have heard of Gary Vaynerchuk, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to know if you guys have heard of him. He's Big time social media guy, again, does over $100 million a year and works with a lot of Fortune 500 companies. And so he is about as legit as it comes. So here's the deal. Here's just, when it comes to home improvement, here's the typical situation that I see happen to almost, I'd say 80% of people, right? They fall into the word of mouth trap. And the word of mouth trap goes a little something like this, okay? Word of mouth, of course, great quality leads, right? The leads are great. They've been referred by somebody who's used your service. They already trust you. Okay, it's all good. Free, can't argue with free, right? Who doesn't want a great quality lead that's free, right? But the one downside that overrides both of these upsides is the fact that you have zero control. You have zero control. And the bottom line is that if you can't control the amount of leads that you're getting, then you have zero control over your income and you have zero control over your time. You have zero control over your business, right? Because if you're dependent on those 10 word of mouth leads every single month, can you go on vacation? No, you can't go on vacation. You got to sit back and wait and hope that those 10 word of mouth leads come, because if they don't, then your guys aren't getting paid, right? You're a complete slave to those word of mouth leads. How much better would it be if you could click a button and have 50 leads in the next week? You never have to worry about that again. You don't have to be dependent. You don't have to sit there and wait for your phone to ring, okay? You don't have to get to the end of the year and worry about whether or not you can afford to pay your taxes because you didn't get enough word of mouth leads, okay? So Facebook leads. Again, there's a lot of really legitimate good ways to advertise your business, but right now we're talking about the #1 strategy in 2018, which is Facebook Messenger bots, okay? Facebook leads, good quality, they're predictable, they're consistent, but most importantly, you have full control, okay? You have full control over your business, you have full control over your life, you have full control over your finances. Once you set up the machine, you can do whatever you want with your life, right? The bottom line is that if you control the leads, then you control your income and you control your time. For me personally, guys, I can click a button, turn off the leads, and go on vacation for 2 months with not one care in the world, because I know that the day that I get back, I can click that button, have 20 leads the next day, and be back in business full swing. You can't do that with word of mouth, right? You can't do that with word of mouth. You can't just let those opportunities slip through your fingers because you're dependent on those word of mouth leads. You have to have them, right? It's a problem. And again, I'm not saying word of mouth leads are bad. I'm saying it's bad if your business is 100% dependent on word of mouth. Okay, it's a trap, because you say, oh, well, these leads are good and these leads are free. What else can be better? Well, guys, if you're wanting to have full control of your business and full control of your time, you have to do actual advertising, okay? Businesses don't go from, $100,000 to 50 million through word of mouth. It doesn't happen. Ever. I've not ever once talked to somebody who's doing $50 million a year and say, oh yeah, we're doing this through word of mouth. Doesn't happen, okay? You have to start advertising. So what is the best way to advertise on Facebook? There are many, 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 many ways to do it wrong. There's many ways to do it wrong. There's very, very few ways to do it right, but that's what I'm going to be showing you here today, right? How to do it the right way the first time so you don't spend a bunch of time and money trying a bunch of crap that doesn't work, okay? So this, again, some of you guys might have seen this video. If you've seen it, this will be a refresher. If you haven't seen it, this will give you some context and show you how all the pieces fit together. This is an advertising campaign that I built for a business. They do, people that have leaky basements, floods in their basements, and so forth. A lot of people say, oh, that's not an exciting business. Facebook wouldn't work for that business. Bullshit. It fucking works really good for this business, okay? Believe me. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video right now so you can kind of see how the pieces go together here, all right?
What's up, guys? Scotty here. All right, so in this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview, kind of a bird's eye view of what you're going to be learning how to build throughout this process. So here I'm obviously on Facebook, and this is an advertisement that I created for a business that basically specializes in fixing broken foundation, leaky basements that are flooded, and all kinds of stuff. So what I have right here is a short video ad. I'll just play a few seconds of it so you can get an idea here. Right, right, so basically just a slideshow. Now, the advertisement itself is not particularly important. There's a number of different ad types that you'll be learning how to create, whether that's with video or images, all kinds of different stuff. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of how this works. So if I click on the advertisement, what's going to happen is that's going to pop open a little automated bot. Now it says, thanks for checking out our video. Do you have a home here in Iowa? Now this business is obviously in Iowa, so I'm going to click yes. Now what that's going to do is it's going to trigger a response. The bot is going to say, wonderful, we'd love to assist you with the issue in your basement. What would you like to do next? So at this point, if I'm a potential customer, I can visit the website. If I click that, that's going to pop open their website. Or I can click get a free estimate. And that is basically going to trigger a response. This is great. One of our estimators will be with you shortly. And that will send a notification to the business so that they can actually respond and set up an estimate. Or I can ask a question, and same type of process. It's going to respond, say, no problem, what is your question? And that will send a notification to the business so that they can hop right in here and address any questions. Now, the thing is, guys, this type of concept works with any business. It works for home improvement, e-commerce, whether you're a chiropractor or a doctor or a yoga studio or whatever the case may be. The concept is relatively the same for any business. The fundamental concept is the same, but the particular tactics and obviously, you know, the particular images and videos will be different depending on your business and the services and products that you offer. So that's kind of what happens. Now, here's just to clarify what's actually going on here. If we open this up, here's the process, okay? There's an advertisement on Facebook. People are going to either click or comment on the ad. That's going to trigger the bot to respond and say, hey, thanks for commenting. And then as soon as the person responds to that bot, that is going to add that prospect onto an automated follow-up list. And then from there, the bot is going to offer a few options, whatever options would fit for your business, whether you're trying to get them to a website or buy a product or set up an appointment or whatever it is, right? Now, from there, the prospect is going to be added onto a follow-up list, and the bot is going to send follow-ups, right? Now, this is what's incredibly powerful about this type of model, guys, because the bot is going to follow up with each and every prospect over the course of time. And you can have the bot follow up once a week or once every 2 weeks or once a month or however you want to set that up. Point is, the bot is going to follow up with every single person who has ever shown interest in your product or service. The bot is going to follow up and offer different, different pieces of content, whether it's, tips or tricks or value, or, sending out different promotions, or if you have a special discount or whatever the case may be. The bot is going to follow up until ultimately and eventually, this potential prospect decides to become a customer of your business and buy whatever your product or service is.
All right, so that should give you a basic idea of how those pieces go together. And just so you guys know, in the last 15 minutes, okay, this is my bot talking to dozens of people right here, okay, scheduling them up for the next webinar session on Monday. Okay, the bot's sitting there doing all the work for me. I don't have to do anything, okay? It's pretty cool. All right, so moving on. Okay, so this is the system right now, right here, guys. And just so I know, make sure that you guys are following me. Just type in the chat, type in makes sense. If you watch that video and you understand how the pieces go together, just let me know if it makes sense, or if you're still confused, just write confused, and I'll kind of clarify that a little bit. If it makes sense, let me know. Type in that it makes sense, and then I'll move on. I just don't want to keep going if you guys need clarification on anything. All right. So Jason does roofing. Okay, I'm going to show you some roofing stuff. Jonathan. Okay, makes sense. Cool. Got it, Jason. Okay, cool. All right, so what you're looking at right here, guys, this is the fountain of leads that never dries up. Okay, if you can commit to building this system or having somebody that works for you build this system, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. This is the fountain of leads that never dries up. All right. So what kind of business do you have? Jason says he has a roofing business, right? So if we have some Facebook ads over here that talk about roofing. Now, Jason, just so I know, are you the type of roofer that does storm damage repair with insurance, or are you the type of roofer that just does, basically people that are looking to, fix their roof, because it got old or whatever? There's two different types that I've talked to, the storm chaser guys and then the other guys who just do, exterior remodel type stuff. Which one are you? Okay, so here's what would happen. I'm just going to assume that you're a storm chaser, and if not, let me know. But basically, if you're a storm chaser, roof guy, what are we going to do? We're going to target areas that have just been hit by a storm, that just got whacked. If you're in Texas and hail comes down and fucks up the entire roof, we're going to target that area, right? And we're going to say, hey, did your roof just get fucked up by a storm? Click here. Boom. What's going to happen? They're going to click here. The bot's going to talk to them. Okay. The bot's going to say, hey, I understand your roof just got fucked up by that storm. Here, and then it's going to put them through a series of questions. What type of roof do you have? What's the damage? Did your neighbor's roof get messed up too? All this kind of stuff. Now that person's going to say yes. Okay. And it's going to put them through that survey process, right? And then after they get through the survey process, the bot is going to say, hey, all right, schedule a call. We can help you out. Get the insurance taken care of, whatever it is, right? Boom. Okay. And then that person is going to be added onto your follow-up list. Okay. If they don't take action, if they don't schedule an appointment with you, if they don't do anything, okay, the bot's going to follow up and say, hey, I thought your roof got fucked up. Didn't you tell me the other day roof got fucked up? Don't you want to fix it? Right? Okay. The bot's going to follow up for you. You don't have to do that. The bot's not going to let any single person fall through the cracks. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, so hopefully that kind of gives you a little bit of clarity about how that would work, right? If we're talking about kitchen remodel, right? Kitchen remodel, we're going to target typically females in the age range of 40 to 60 who are looking for a kitchen remodel, okay? We can target females in that age range who have already been looking for kitchens, and we're going to put some different kitchens and say, hey, do you like granite countertops or do you like this kind of countertop? They're going to say, oh, I like granite countertops. The bot's going to say, okay, cool, here's our granite countertops. Check out all the different things. Boom, put them on the list. The bot's going to say, hey, do you want to get an estimate? I understand you're looking for a kitchen remodel. Let's set up an estimate. Boom, sets up the estimate. You go out and do your kitchen, okay? Like I can spit these things out a bazillion different niches, a bazillion types of different businesses, okay? I've done them all right? So let's kind of put this into perspective a little bit. Okay, let's imagine you have your advertisement right here. You spend $500 on your advertisement, and we're going to say that you're getting $5. It costs you every time somebody clicks on your advertisement, it costs you $5. Okay, now me personally, my ads will typically cost me anywhere from about $1 to $3 for somebody to click on the ad, but we're going to be conservative and say it costs $5 for somebody to click on the ad. That means if you spend $500, you're going to get 100 clicks out of that, 100 people who are going to click on your ad. Now, what's going to happen here is the bot is going to convert 60% on average. These are not just numbers I pulled out of my ass. These are numbers that I get on a consistent basis with my clients, guys. So on average, the bot is going to convert about 60% of those people into a lead. That means you have 60 leads, okay? Out of those 60 leads, roughly 25% of those people will end up converting into an estimate, okay? That means you're going to go out and do 15 estimates. Out of those 15 estimates, roughly 50%, most of the businesses that I talk to will close about 50% of the time, okay? So about 50% of those people will convert into an actual sale. That means you got 7 sales. Now, everybody's price points are different, but here's kind of just some average numbers. Okay, if you spend $500 on advertising and your average sale is $3,000, that means you spent $500 and you got $21,000 back. Okay, would you spend $500 and get $21,000 back? Hopefully, yes, right? Hopefully the answer is yes, but you're looking at this, you say, okay, $21,000 is cool, but that's not really going to change my life. I'd like to make a lot more than that. Okay, so here's how you make a lot more than that. Instead of spending $500, once you build the system, once you start small, you work your way up. Once you're spending a little bit of money and you know what the numbers are, then you can spend more money in confidence knowing what the result will be, right? If you spend $500 and you end up closing 7 deals, then guess what? You can spend $1,000 and get double, right? 200 clicks, 60% of those people are going to convert into a lead. Out of those 120, 25%, 30 estimates, okay? 30 estimates, half of them are going to close. That's 15 sales. You spent $1,000 and you got $45,000 back. How many of you guys would spend $1,000 and get $45,000 back? No problem. Okay? You start off small. Once it works, you start spending more. Okay? Let's double the ad budget again. What happens? We get 400 clicks. If you're spending $2,000 a month, you're getting 400 clicks per month. You're getting 240 leads per month. You're getting 60 estimates per month. You're getting 30 sales per month. Okay, how many of you guys would spend $2,000 if you're going to get $90,000 back? Okay, hopefully all of you. Let's double it one more time. Now you're getting 800 clicks a month. Now you're getting 480 leads a month. Now you're getting 120 estimates a month. Now you're getting 60 sales a month. Okay, you're going to give Facebook $4,000. They're going to give you $180,000 back. Okay, who wouldn't do that? That's the difference with paid advertising, guys. If you want to have a big business, all you have to do is pay for it. If you want to have a small business, you pay a little bit. That's all there is to it. Okay, you want to have more leads, you give Facebook more money, it spits out a bunch of leads for you. Boom, right? You have to build the system first. Okay, you have to build a system that works. But once you have a system that works, you just give it more money and you get more leads. Boom, it's that easy, right? This is the fountain of leads that never dries up. What kind of business do you want to have? Big business, small business? Once you have the machine, once you have the system, you just feed it. You give it some food in the form of money, and it's going to spit out a bunch more back. Okay, that's how it works. So you might be looking at this now, and you're saying, okay, this looks cool. I understand the concept, but it's a little bit too much. Like I don't understand how to put the ads. I don't understand how to connect the bot. I don't understand how to do all this stuff. Okay, information overload, anxiety, too complicated. Getting overwhelmed looking at all this stuff. Like this little girl right here is getting sprayed in the face. I've just been spraying a bunch of information at your face for the last little bit, right? So that's probably what you feel like. 5 years ago, you would have been right, okay? Too complicated 5 years ago. But guess what? That's not the case anymore. I'm going to explain the old way versus the new way, okay? If you wanted to have a system like this, here's what you had to do in the past. You had to map out the campaign. You had to create a digital concept flow. You have to send that to the programmer. You have to give them $2,000 to $10,000 to have it built. Then the programmer gives you your system back and you have to test it out. Then when you test it out, you say, okay, this works, that kind of works, that doesn't work, this works. Here's what I want to change. So guess what? You go through the process again. You give the programmer another $10,000. They rebuild, they fix all the stuff. You try it again. You go through this process over and over and over and over again until eventually you get a system that actually starts converting. Okay? That was the old way of doing it. That's why having a system like this was nearly impossible for a small business, because you could only have a system if A, you're a super duper tech nerd, or B, you have a boatload of money to pay a super tech nerd, right? That was the only way you could have a system like this. That's not the case anymore. That's not the case anymore, okay? Nowadays, it only takes 3 tools. Okay, back in the day, it took all kinds of different integrations and systems and softwares and code and all this kind of stuff. Nowadays, it takes 3 tools. These are the tools right here. Learn how to edit a photo. Okay, I personally use Photoshop. You don't have to use Photoshop. You can use any kind of photo editor that you want. There's a bazillion of them that are free. And you go on YouTube and you say, how do I edit a photo? Okay, YouTube's going to come back. It's going to say, here's how you edit a photo. You learn how to edit a photo. It's going to take you an hour. Okay. You learn how to edit a photo. You upload that into Facebook Ads Manager. If you guys have boosted a post before, you're already familiar with the Facebook Ads Manager. Now, obviously, I'd have to show you to do it a little bit more advanced, but you're already familiar with it. Take your picture, you put it into the Facebook Ads Manager. These tools have been around forever. There's nothing new about that. Okay, but here's the game changer right here. This is the game changer. This is what changes. This is what changes the entire world for small businesses who understand the power of what I'm showing you right here today. Okay, ManyChat. I'm going to show you right now. Okay, I'm going to come over here. All right, so this is ManyChat right here, guys, and this is the system that allows you to build bots. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. Okay, so here's the little bot editor right here. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to pop this over and I'm going to say, hey, thanks for checking out my ad. Do you want more info? Okay, and then the person, I'm going to add a button here. The person can say yes, or the person can say no. Okay, boom, done. Now, what happens if they say yes? Well, I'm going to pop open another message right here. and say, great, here's all my stuff. Do you want to buy it? Okay. And then the person can say, yes, right? So, boom, all I have to do is grab this, drag it over, bam, now it's connected. Person says yes, it's going to send them this message. What happens if they say no? Okay, let me make another message. Okay, no problem. Here is some other stuff you should buy. Okay, boom. Now if they say no, it's going to go there, right? Now here's do you want to buy it? Okay, perfect. Here is the invoice. Buy it. Go buy it. Okay, I know there's a bazillion spelling errors. Okay, all right, go buy it. Boom. Connect it. Bam. There's my bot, guys. Took me 30 seconds. Took me 30 seconds to build a bot. Now, just so you know that this isn't some nonsense, I'm going to go ahead and test it out for you. I'm going to pop open Facebook and show you that it actually works. Okay? I have my little bot right here. I just made it. I'm going to hit preview. Now it's going to send a message to Facebook. Okay? Oops. Uh-oh. Get all messed up here. All right. That's what I get for doing it live, right? All right, let's try it again. Boom. All right, there's the bot. All right, there's what it says, right? Hey, thanks for checking out my ad. Do you want more info? I'm going to say yes. Boom. Okay, that's what I get for doing it live. Anyways, guys, you get the idea. You get in here. Let's see if it wants to cooperate with me this time. Okay, there it goes. I had to publish. Right? Boom. Great. Here's all my stuff. Do you want to buy it? Yes. Now it's going crazy. Boom. See? Here's my stuff. You want to buy it? I'll say yes. Okay. You guys get the idea. Very, very simple. It took me 30 seconds, right, to have the bot in there. So all you do is you come in here, you connect the flow. You guys have obviously been through this process myself. You talk to my bot. I put you through the webinar and went through the process. This is how you do it, okay? You write a couple of messages in here. You connect the dots. Then you have to publish. It takes a minute to publish. I did it too quick, okay? Okay, perfect. Here's the invoice. Go buy it, right? Because I said yes. That's how you do it. That's what happens when I get ahead of myself and I start going crazy too fast, right? So, all right. So anyway, hopefully you guys get the idea. Go ahead and write in the chat right now if that makes sense to you, if you get it, if you understand it, if you see how easy that is, you see the power of that. Let me know in the chat right now. Make sure that this is making sense before I move on. Jason says, "Fuck yes, all day. I love it." Boom. Easy as pie, he says. Take my money. Love it. Love it. All right. All right. Good deal. Bob says it's good. Jason says he's loving me right now. I love you, Jason. All right. Cool. So you guys are getting it. That's how easy it is, guys. Guess how long this... If this was 5 years ago, guys, I've been doing this stuff for a long time, and it's hard because you don't have context. You don't know how hard this was to do years ago. But this little bot right here, if I wanted to have this little bot, took me 30 seconds to make. This would have taken me at least 3 weeks. I have to map out this whole thing. I have to send that to my program. He has to do it. He has to write all the code and connect the dots and do this, do that. And I have to test it out and be like, hey, you know what? That didn't work. I want to change this. Guess what? It has to take another 3 weeks for him to change it. Change one little word. Change one little text. Now you hop in here. You write a couple sentences. You connect the dots. Boom, it's done. 30 seconds. Right? Pretty freaking awesome. So those are the tools right there, guys. That's all it takes. Now, I'm going to show you how to advertise for free. Okay? Told you if you stay till the very, very end, I'm going to show you some very cool awesomeness. How do you advertise for free? Okay. This right here at the top, this is paid advertising. Okay? We have to pay Facebook to run these ads. When we put advertisement on Facebook, we have to give Facebook money, and Facebook is going to run our ads. okay? But what happens after somebody clicks and they talk to the bot? The bot is going to send them onto the contact list. Okay, the bot is going to send them onto the contact list. Guess what happens from there? We don't have to pay for that anymore. We don't have to pay for that anymore. We have to pay for this traffic up here, but once we've captured that lead onto our list, we can send them 8,000 messages for free. It's not going to cost a penny. Okay, let me show you. Come back over here. This is my my home improvement list. Let me come over here. All right, so this is my home improvement list right here, guys. 772 home improvement business owners that I have on this list. If I wanted to send a direct advertisement straight into their inbox, if I wanted to send all you guys an advertisement right into your inbox on Facebook Messenger right now, 772 people, guess how much it cost me? Zero, nothing. I can send 1,000 messages. Now, obviously, I'm not going to spam your inbox, okay? But I could theoretically send you 1,000 messages in a day, and it's not going to cost me a penny. Now, I'd probably get my Facebook account banned because, you know, they're not all about the spam nonsense, okay? And we don't want to spam people. We want to send legitimate value and send them good stuff. That's the only way they're going to stay on their list, if they like you and they like the stuff you're sending them, okay? But I can send all these people, all these home improvement people right here, 772 people, I can send them a message, say, hey, you know, you need to quit doing your word of mouth bullshit and actually do something real, okay? I can send that right to their inbox and schedule 10 appointments tomorrow with 1 second, okay? That's how easy it is. That's how you do it. All right? You pay for that. You pay for the advertising. You build your list and you advertise to your list for free. That's how you do it. Okay? If we're talking about roofs and you got 1,000 homeowners, here's the difference, guys. When you're doing traditional advertising, and let's say you're doing print, for example, magazine ads, right? What you're doing is you have a company and they have a list of homeowners. You give them $3,000 and they put your ad in their magazine. They send it out to their list of homeowners. But what happens if you own the list? What happens if you have 3,000 homeowners on your ManyChat list? Guess what? You don't need that print company no more because you have those people. You can send them 1,000 messages for free. You don't have to pay the print company $3,000 every single time to send an advertisement to their list. You own the list. List is yours now. That's how it works. Okay? That's how it works. All right, hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Now, here's the problem. Trial and error is incredibly expensive. Okay, it's just like Facebook. Facebook is incredibly powerful, but if you do it wrong, it can be very, very expensive. Trial and error is expensive. So now you've seen all this cool stuff, but you're probably still feeling, okay, I've seen all these numbers and all these things and all these bots and all this stuff. You know, I'm still a little bit information overload, anxiety, too complicated. Right? So how would you feel if I showed you an offer that will basically make your life 1,000 times easier and show you how to set this up really easily, doing it the right way the first time? Doing it the right way the first time. Now I don't want to continue on here until you guys tell me that you actually want to see this. It all makes sense. Okay? I can shut down the webinar right now if you guys are chill. But if you want to actually see this offer, if you want to see how to make this super, super easy, get it done the right way the first time, save $1 bazillion, okay, let me know. I'll show you. Jason's all about it. Jason, I'm going to show you no matter what. But you guys, all right, Bob, yes, okay, yes, please, okay, cool. Who else we got? Jonathan, where are you at? Jonathan says yes, okay. Cool. Good, good, good. All right. Cool. Moving on. So I created an online training course. It's called Automation Secrets Academy. Okay. And rather than just showing a picture, I'm just going to go ahead and hop into it so you can actually see it here. Boom. All right. So Automation Secrets Academy. This is a training course that I built based on my years of trial and error, spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars testing different things. And after all of those $1,000 and all of that trial and error, here's what works. I put all of that knowledge and all of that information so that you can do it the right way the first time without spending $1 bazillion messing stuff up and learning through trial and error. Okay. Every single video, you follow the video, you follow the steps. Okay, every single module, you follow the video. It's got video instructions, you follow the steps, show you exactly how to do this stuff. Very, very simple. How to connect the bot to Facebook, how to upload the picture into Facebook, how to do everything, step by step, video steps. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is this. Oops. What's going to happen is this. When you get through the course, this is what you end up with. This is the machine. This is the system. This is the whole thing we've been talking about this entire time. Now, when you pop out the under end of that training course, this is what you have. Okay. Now, a lot of people say, well, Scotty, I'm doing I don't have time to do this. I'm out here doing estimates. I'm out here doing measurements. I'm out here following up with my prospects. I'm out here running around, doing all this stuff. I'm running my business. Okay. That's fine. Because most of you, you have your wife, your son, your daughter, your cousin, your friend, anyone who works for you. Okay, a lot of guys that I talk to, oh yeah, my son, my daughter's doing our social media. My son is doing our Facebook advertising. See, I put marketing in quotes here because a lot of people are marketing, but they're not actually getting customers, so I don't really count that as marketing. Okay, if you're not getting customers, it's not marketing. So if you have somebody who works with you, a friend, a daughter, a mother, anybody, and they're doing stuff, they're doing your social media or uploading pictures or doing whatever, then you might as well give them something that will actually produce results, and make you money. If they're going to be sitting around doing stuff on social media anyway, then they might as well be doing something that can turn you into a $10 million business, right? That makes sense. Now, what's going to happen here, here's all the things that when you get into this course, here's kind of the lineup, okay? Here's all the things you're going to get. Number one, Automation Secrets Academy. Okay, that's the training course itself. Being that this is a brand new course, I'm going to give you lifetime access to the Automation Secrets Academy, $5,000. When it's all said and done, it's going to be $5,000 a year. Right now, it's a brand new course. I'm still developing it. I'm still uploading information. I'm still uploading content, all kinds of stuff. When it's all said and done, it's going to be $5,000 a year. Now, some of you look at that and say, $5,000, that's crazy. That's a lot of money, right? Okay, let's give you some perspective here, right? Northwest University, if you were getting a master's degree in marketing, you're paying $69,000. University of Pennsylvania, if you're getting a master's degree in marketing, you're paying 70 grand. Duke, you're paying 65 grand. Harvard, you're paying 72 grand. University of Michigan, $62,000. Now, the funny part is this. I have a lot of friends that have gone to college for marketing. They've got their master's degree. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to get their master's degree in marketing. And guess how much of that information translated to real life business? Fucking zero. None of it. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a marketing master's degree, and none of it is relevant nowadays. It's all outdated. They paid $100,000 to learn information that's outdated 5 years ago. Okay? So you tell me, would you rather spend $70,000 to learn a bunch of information that was outdated 5 years ago, or would you rather spend $5 grand to learn something that's actually going to turn your business into a 7-figure business? This is what's working today, right now in 2018. Okay? So here's what's going to happen. You're going to start going through this course, and you're going to say, oh, I'm stuck on this, I'm stuck on that. You're going to get in here, you're going to be on module 2, mapping out your campaign. You're going to be looking at this, say, okay, I need a little bit of help. I need a little clarification on this. What do? You come up here, you click this button. This is going to pop open the Facebook group. This is a private group, members only. Okay, you're going to pop open this group. You're going to write a comment in here. You're going to say, Scotty, I'm on module 2, lesson 1. I need help on this part. And I'm going to personally get in here. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do, whatever it is that you're stuck on. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly how to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. A lot of these groups, a lot of these guys that just annoy the shit out of me, they have these courses and these training things that they sell, which is fine, right? But then you get halfway through it and you need help. Guess who's there to help you? Nobody, right? When I'm going, so I do consulting with big businesses. Okay, I charge $200 an hour to do consulting, which I'll probably be raising my prices. But anyway, I charge $200 an hour to do consulting. Okay, they typically do 5 times per year, $1,000. That's actually a conservative number. Okay, now here's where it actually starts getting really, really, really good. Okay, here's where it starts getting really good. A growing library of proven ads and content that I've already created that you can just take right out of my content library. You can use it for your own campaigns. You just plug it right into you just take my ad, my video, you take it, you plug it into your campaign, you run with it, you start using it. Okay, let me show you. I'm going to come over here. All right, so you come into the academy, you pop open the content library. Jason said he's a roof guy, right? Okay, roof repair, bam. Now we've got a roof ad right here. All right, Okay.
Shocking news flash. If you live in Orlando, Florida, or surrounding...
All right, we've got ads, okay? Every single business that you guys can possibly imagine, we've got ads for it. Now, I don't have all the content uploaded in here yet, but we're getting there. This brand new course, okay? So we got all this kind of stuff. You're a roof person, you come in here, you download this ad, you upload it into Facebook, boom. I've already split tested this stuff, guys. I've already tried 1,000 other roof ads. This is the one that works. This is the one you want, okay? You come in here, you download it, use it, boom, okay? Now, why is that cool? Because if you were to go out and hire a video production company and you said, hey, Mr. Video Production Company, I need you to create me a commercial. I need you to make me an advertisement for social media. They're going to charge you anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 depending on your advertisement. Okay? Anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 depending on your advertisement. But what's the problem? The video production company doesn't understand the context of what you're trying to do. They haven't measured the conversions. They haven't split tested 50 other ads. So you're going to spend a couple $1,000s. You're going to take that video. You're going to run it on Facebook. It's not going to work. You're going to go back to Mr. Video Production Company. You're going to say, hey, Mr. Video Production Company, I need another one. They're going to say, all right, that's going to be another $3,000. Okay? And you're going to do that over and over again until you finally get one that works. How much better is it that you can just go to a content library that already has proven ads? You take those ads, you upload them into your thing, and you go. Right? How cool is that? All right, now, this is what's really going to blow your mind. All right, here's what's really going to blow your mind. You come in here, you go to the content library, you say, Scotty, you know, I went through the whole content library, I couldn't find what I was looking for. Guess what? You come in to request a custom ad. Okay, click here. You're going to fill out some information. You're going to tell me who is the target audience that you're looking for. You're going to tell me what is the main problems that your business solves. What are the main objections that your customers typically have? Okay, you're going to fill out that information, you're going to submit it, and my team is going to create that ad for you. Why is that cool? Because we understand the context of what you're trying to do. We understand marketing, okay? We understand the end result that you're trying to get. So we're not just going to make some generic ad and say, okay, that'll be, you know, $1,000. We're going to create something that we know is going to convert, or at least give you the highest probability of having an ad that converts at the lowest price. Okay, we understand the context of what you're trying to do. So, again, you know, these are conservative numbers right here, guys, because at the end of the day, if you're paying $1,000 for every single commercial, every single video, and you have to go through 10 of them to find one that works, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Okay, so total value, $11,991 for all this stuff, right? I'm not going to charge you $11,991. But let me ask you a question. Okay? If all this did was put you in a position where you never have to stress about whether or not you're going to get enough customers coming in next month, would it be worth it? If all it did was that one thing, would it be worth it? Okay? If all this did was put you in a position to have access to me and help you out, would it be worth it? Some of you guys, well, I don't know you that well, Scotty. I'm not going to pay 11 grand just to know you. All right, well, let me frame it this way, right? The typical business, here's what they do. They start the business. They start trying things. Okay, they tried this. They lost 5 grand. They tried this. They lost 5 grand. They tried this. They lost 5 grand. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's $20,000. How much better would it have been if they could call me up on the phone and say, hey, Scotty, I'm thinking about trying this Home Advisor thing. Do you think it's a good idea? I say, no, fuck that. Don't do Home Advisor. They're going to sell you a bunch of bullshit leads. They're also going to sell those leads to the other 50 contractors in your area. It's going to become a bidding war. Okay, you're going to start fighting over this low-ticket fucking job. It's gonna, you know, you're going to finally undercut everybody else, and you're going to make $200 from the job, and you're going to pay Home Advisor fucking, you know, $150 for the lead. Don't do it. Waste of time, waste of money. Don't do it, okay? How much money would that have saved rather than using Home Advisor for 7 months and going through this whole process, spending all this money? I can say, hey, don't do that. Try this instead, right? Try something else instead, okay? $5,000, $5,000, $5,000. What if I could just say, no, don't, fuck all that. You know, come down here, try this thing that works over here. This actually will get you results. How much time and money would that save? Okay, if they could just call me up on the phone. So now maybe it's a little bit more worth it, right? Now it's a little bit more worth it in that context, right? I've been in the marketing world a long time. I can tell you how to dodge all the crap, all the bullshit that's out there. Most of it's bullshit. You got to stay away from that. Okay, so if all this did was give you access to the content library and let's use proven ads that turn clicks into customers, would it be worth it? In addition to having our team create custom ads for you, would it be worth it? Right? How many of you guys would be willing to spend $11,991 and take this seriously if it meant you could have full control of your business? More time, more money, more time and money. Okay, this is the golden nugget right here. This is it. This is the stuff that most people won't show you. I'm showing you, pulling back the curtain, showing you the exact business model, the exact system that I use in my own personal campaign. You guys have been through it yourself. You know how it works, right? That's how it works. That's going to allow you to have whatever kind of business you want. If you want a six-figure business, you have a six-figure. If you want a seven-figure business, you have a seven-figure business. You have to build the machine first. Once you get the machine working, then you just feed it. You give it more money. Say, hey, Mr. Machine, here's $3,000. Give me $90,000 back. Okay? That's the machine. So here's the deal. Because this course is brand new and I'm aiming to get a handful of people through it to generate some testimonials, I'm only going to charge you $1,997 for every single thing that I just talked about. How many of you guys think that's a screaming good deal? Okay? On the condition, this is the thing though, okay? This is the main thing I'm trying to do right now. On the condition that you give me testimonials at the end. Because after I have the course fully developed, I have all the content, I have all the ads, I have all the everything, and I have all the testimonials from you guys going through it, this price is going away. This is not some fake urgency, buy now, you know, because the price is up tomorrow. This price is only going to be here for a little bit until I get this thing fully built out. Then I'm going to charge the actual price that it's worth. Okay? So what you guys need to do is, this is my cell phone number right here. Okay? This is my cell phone number right here. And if any of this sounds interesting to you, send me a text right now. Okay? That's my cell number. And just put your name, drop your name right there, and then just say that you're interested. And then after this webinar, I'll give you a call. I don't know what time zone you guys are in. It's only 6 o'clock for me. I'm in Reno, Nevada. If it's late for you guys, then let me know and we can chat tomorrow or whatever. But let me know right now. Okay, let me know if what I've gone over today is interesting, if you understand that this makes sense, if you understand the value, if you understand the machine, if you understand the concept behind everything that we've talked about today, just shoot me a text right now, and then we can chat later on tonight. This webinar will be ending here pretty soon, so we can chat after the webinar, or we can chat tomorrow. Okay, and then I'll you know, we can talk about it, answer any questions or whatever, and get you all hooked up with all the cool stuff. Okay. So at this point, you have two options, right? This is the option that most people do. This is the option that most people do. They do nothing. Then next year comes along. They're in the same exact position, if not worse. They're in the same exact position, if not worse. 2 years go by. They're in the same exact position, if not worse. 5 years go by. They're in the same exact position, if not worse. Okay? Most people do nothing. Most people suck. Okay? That's just the fact. Most people stay super limited forever because they never want to do anything. They just want to sit there and hope things get better. Okay? So, option number 2, you take action, right? You take control and you change everything. You build a machine. You build a machine that you control. You build a machine that allows you to free up your time, free up your finances, take full control of your life. Okay, that's option number 2. All right. All right. So if you guys have questions, feel free to start dropping some questions in the chat if you have any, and I can start covering some of that. If not, that's all good too. But if you do have questions, feel free to start putting them in there, and I can address some stuff if you like. All right. Here's the deal, guys. Social media is not going away. This is just a fact. Okay? Word of mouth is becoming less and less powerful. Social media is becoming more and more powerful. The businesses who jump on board that wave will win, and the businesses who don't evolve and they rely on word of mouth are in big, big trouble. We're in a booming economy right now, guys. The economy is really, really good right now. That's not going to – the good economy lasts for a while, and it's great when it's there, but it's not going to last forever. And guess who's in big, big trouble when things tank and they don't have a system in place? All the guys that are dependent on word of mouth. they're in big trouble when things go south, right? It's it's not a pontification. It's not a speculation. It's just a fact. All the guys who are doing $100,000, they're relying on word of mouth. Things get ugly. They go out of business. That happens every single time, right? So here are the two futures that you can choose from. All you have to do is choose which one you want. It's that simple. Okay, there's two futures. Just choose which one you want. Number one, the person who spends the next 3 years figuring out this stuff through trial and error, wasting time, wasting money, 30 grand in the hole, 3 years later, you're still stuck in the word of mouth trap. Okay, that's future number one. Future number two, you can join my community. Let me show you how to do this the right way the first time so that you don't have to waste a ton of time and money figuring it out yourself. Okay, myself, my team, we're always ahead of the curve when it comes to marketing. This is my game, okay? I'm not good at any other game except for marketing. This is my game, okay? You guys are probably better and smarter than me at every single thing, but marketing is my jam, okay? That's the one thing, right? We have your back. We steer you away from all the crap, all the bullshit that's out there. Most of it's bullshit, okay? It's going to waste your time. It's going to waste your money, and I can steer you away from that stuff to point you towards the things that are actually going to be good for your business, right? So, all right, so oops, let me go back here. So here's kind of the stack, right? It's the stack again, guys, here, the whole thing. So automation secrets, $5,000 a year, right? The membership group, the content library, custom ad creation, okay? $11,991. That's not just a number I pulled out of my ass. That's what I'm going to be selling it for once it's all said and done, okay? So right now, if this stuff makes sense to you, if you understand the value, if you understand the system that I've been talking about, if you think it makes sense, even if it doesn't, send me a text and I can explain to you how it would work for your particular business. All right, this is my cell phone number right here. So shoot me a text. From the 217 number, is that you, Jason? Let me. Yeah, make sure you drop your name in there because I don't know who's texting me. All right. Yeah, shoot me a text, guys. Make sure you drop your name because I don't know who's who. All right. So okay, so I'm assuming that number is you, Jason, the 217 number. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna leave it open for another minute or so. If you guys have questions, feel free to start dropping those in there, and I can cover that. If not, I'll hang around for another minute or so, and then we'll go ahead and shut it down. So what do you guys think? I mean, is that stuff pretty freaking awesome or what? You guys understand the value of that? Okay. You guys are probably used to dealing with a bunch of assholes, right? Going out there and they sell you a bunch of bullshit, and then you try, it doesn't work, okay? I know the game. I know the story. Okay? Most people are fucking bullshit. And this stuff's real, okay? It's a big difference. All right. All right, cool, guys. I don't see any questions in here, so I don't see any questions in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I hope this has been insightful. I hope you got some value. I hope you got some aha moments. Okay, I hope it's been good. And you guys can also hit me up on Facebook Messenger too. Obviously, my bot is going to reach out and talk to you and stuff like that. But if you respond to that bot, then I can, of course, see that and we can talk, right there in Facebook Messenger as well. All right. But other than that, Looking forward to talking with you too, Jason. I'll shoot you a text here right after the webinar and we can figure out a good time. All right. Okay. That's pretty much the whole thing in a nutshell, guys. So again, I hope you got some value. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that kind of sparked some ideas, or at the very least, hit me up if some asshole gives you a call and they're saying, oh yeah, try this awesome thing. It's gonna be so cool. You're gonna make $1 bazillion. Just hit me up on Messenger. Let me know who it is. I'll tell you if it's bullshit. Okay. So anyway, that's pretty much it for tonight. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will talk to you soon. Cheers.